Hello, Internet. Welcome to another All Things YouTube. As usual, the countdown timer is about to come on, and when it does, you can fast forward through it if you're watching this as a rerun. I hope you're watching this live. If you're watching this live, go tell your friends. It's going to be an awesome show. I refuse to chop off the countdown timer for the replay because if I do, we will lose critical YouTube features that are good for you. I want to keep the features on the platform for you. The live chat replay will go away if I do that, and so will the automatic closed captions. Don't want to take that away from you. We'll kick this off with the countdown timer, and as always, I'll have a hot mic, and I will play some tunes while we're there. All right, here we go. They're talking about coffee in the chat. You're making me thirsty. All right, we'll get some more tunes going for you. All right. I love the chat room. We have 2 people from across the pond in here. It's very, very late. Very, very late where they are. Glad you're tuning in. All right. My mouse has 3% battery life. Let's see if it can get through the show. Fingers crossed.
It's 7 o'clock.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to All Things YouTube. You remember me. I'm your host, Matt Haas. This is the show where I talk about, not surprisingly, all things YouTube. That's right. And I not only tell you what's new and different on the interface and on the platform and in YouTube Studio, I show you. Most channels, they just jabberjaw about it. Not me. I actually show you what's going on. Yes. Let's see who's here. Studio Geek 32 just popped in. He says, I want to see some good YouTube news. You got it, brother. Coming up. Anna B Workshop is here. Harneo Media. That's my friend, Mr. Steve Nealon. Mr. Mark Lindsay CNC, the best mustache on the internet. Welcome, Mark. And we've got Jim Bashirs is here. Welcome. And Love Audio Production. Welcome back to the channel. Love Audio Production is also in England. Artfully Blind with Diana. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you here, Diana. Excellent. I've got a lot of fun YouTube news to show everyone. Buckle up. It's going to be fun. Hopefully my audio is okay. I've been having a heck of a time dialing in my audio. I made some upgrades, and with upgrades comes complexity. So I'm dealing with all of the complexity, and it is not easy. My computer, the fan has been running like crazy, and fans are loud. So I've been on the forums trying to figure out how to get the fan noise down. There's something called, what is it called? There's something called Turbo Boost on the Mac, which essentially says the Mac will throw as much processing power at any application that demands it to serve the need, regardless of how hot it gets. So I have crippled that. So my machine will technically run a little bit slower, but not anything perceivable. It won't touch this app. Ecamm Live is a simple app. It requires a lot of processing power because it's essentially taking 30 photos a second, but blah, blah, blah. So I think I'm getting that a little bit under control. And, same thing with my audio. Oh, I have the background track. Let me turn that on. Hopefully this is, hopefully you can hear the background music. That's royalty-free background music from Streambeats. If you do a search for Streambeats on the internet, it's 100% free. You have a license to use it for commercial and personal use. And I think that's awesome. Harris Heller created this. He's a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. All right, let's see what the chat's trying to say. Jim Dockrell's here. Do we have any mods? Jim Dockrell's in the house. You got to watch him. He says, Mac, I think I found your problem. Oh, I know, brother. I know. Oh, and it's sounding great. I got from Studio Geek 32. That's Sammy. I think you're okay with saying your name on the internet. Let's see. Is that a bad thing when a Mac fan runs a lot? It's not bad, but it's bad for microphones. So the microphone's picking up the audio noise. And, I've even been looking into liquid cooling the Mac. And there's, like, if you take the bottom off of it, you can jack this liquid cooler thing directly onto the processor heatsink. Or take off the heatsink, but then you got to run your Mac without a bottom to it. And I don't want to do that, so it's getting kind of crazy. And he's confirming you can hear the background music. That's good. Yeah, I have it a little bit lower than it was last show, but I've redialed in my mic, and I don't know. It's fine to say my name. Okay, good. I heard it said on other channels besides mine. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, Jim's eating some stuff over there. That's good. Regaled by all things YouTube. You got it. Jim Dockrell says, run cold water over it while it's running. I'll try that and I'll get right back to you. See what I mean? You got to watch this guy. You got to watch him. That's why you shouldn't use me. Hey, I know, believe me, I know, but I have very legitimate other business reasons to use a Mac, and not just for this enterprise, but for my many other attempts to take over the world. Yeah, he switched from Ecamm to vMix. Ecamm is a streaming software for Mac, and vMix is a streaming software for Windows. And yeah, I still use my Mac, but not for streaming. Yeah. I get it. And you know what? I have PCs as well. I'm not a stranger to PCs. I have them and I use them for certain business functions. Particularly, there is a database program that I use that's only runs on PC, and it's amazing, and it was made by a Russian company, and it was very difficult to get the credit card purchase to go through. They're like, Mr. Haas, we've detected your credit card. It's trying to buy something from Russia. I'm like, I know there are legitimate businesses in Russia that I want to do business. They're not all shady. But yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, my Facebook group. Are you a member of the Facebook group? If you're not, get in on it. Just do a search for these terms on Facebook and join. Yes, there's a YouTube group on Facebook. I know it's hard to fathom, but there is. And a few people support me with some monetary funds. This is the tip feature. This is a link in the description too. And if you use this any amount, you can replace this guy right here, Anonymous. You can kick him off the leaderboard with even a $1 tip. And then your name will stay there until someone else tips after you. So I think that's fun. Almost all of the funds come to me on that. I also have a Patreon page. If you take a look at the Patreon page over here, if you haven't, go to the Patreon page, also link in the description, and click this button right here. Oh, and look, I fixed my thing. Look, I got a new fun toy. Burp. What do you think of that? I got a new magnifying glass. What I'm saying is if you click that follow button, it's free for you to do, and it'll really help me out. And then you'll just get notices when I post over there, which I'm going to use Patreon as a primary method of communicating first to the world. So if you don't want to wait, that's how you can do it. Let's take a look at some of my patrons. We have some top patrons. Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter, Harneo Media, Portal Woodworks, Osprey Mama, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs. Thank you for being top patrons. If you want to be a patron, I will put your graphic up here and shout you out during every show. And it's also on my email newsletter. You get graphics and links directly to your stuff on my email newsletters if you support me there. Plus, I'll have to redo this graphic. So if you want me to do labor, break open Photoshop and do some work by supporting me on Patreon, that will happen. But don't worry, I won't mind. $1 patrons are Steve Carmichael, Miter Mike's Wood Shop, Anna B Workshop. Anna B's in the house. Hi, Anna B. I hope you can stay awake. It's very late where she is. It's good. Always good to have you here. OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Wood Shop, Marcel's Workshop, JP Woodwork, The Mad Maker, and Mr. Paul Weber from Love Audio Production. And special thanks to Makers Media Network. I am a proud member of Makers Media Network. I am so proud I have skewed the logo. It's a little bit tilted. That cost extra. Hashtag not sponsored. Speaking of not sponsored, I want to do a special thank you to someone in the woodworking community. I have a woodworking channel called Awesome Wood Things, but I was trying to buy a replacement part for one of my tools, and tools and electronics are sometimes very hard to find now because of what's happening in the world. But Klingspor Woodworking, my friend Mike, he said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna rip the part you need off of the tool that's on the shelf, and we're gonna sell you that one. So thank you for taking apart the floor model and sending me the item that I couldn't find anywhere on the internet. I think that's really cool. And you know, he is a member of the YouTube community without a doubt, and he's his name's Mike. He's a valuable member of the community, and I just, you know, when someone does something nice for me, I like to acknowledge it. So thank you. And not sponsored. Not sponsored at all, but Mike Klingspor is awesome. Is that Mr. Dave Gatton? Yes, it is. He says, what's up, Piano Man? Not much. Ooh, and I just moved forward on my piano app, and I'm learning the G7 major chord and some other interesting stuff, and I'm going to unlock a whole bunch of new songs. So if you're not following me on Piano Awesome, it's my other YouTube channel. Yeah, not surprisingly, I have lots of YouTube channels. So you might want to get on that. Why haven't you posted on your Awesome with Things? Well, because I couldn't find this tool. I'm trying to complete this project, and every time I go to work on the project, I have a problem. So now I'm going to get this part in here, and I'm going to be able to finish. But no, there's more stuff coming on Awesome with Things. Don't worry. All right. Okay, chat's going. Yeah, look at that. Anna B's dropping the emojis. If I miss one of your comments, just go ahead and repeat it. It's the machine he uses to encrypt the books on his... Oh, come on now. I should know better than to display your posts. Oh, pretend that didn't happen. Hey, you know what I do on Thursdays? That's Mind Equals Blown. Go over there on Brenda G's Designs channel and watch that 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. It's blowing up. And for 5 weeks in a row, she has given away free stuff. All you have to do is be in the audience. Click that link, choose set reminder, and then come right back. Don't leave the show by clicking the link and then abandoning the show. Click the link, hit set reminder, and then come right back. Also, Verbose Wednesday is back. This will be the first show this month, and it's the end of the month. That's a show I do over on the Sha-La-La-La Facebook page with my good buddy, Robert Lee. And we have a special guest, and we're going to be talking about professionalism on stream. Go ahead and click that link and also choose set reminder and then come right back. That's this Wednesday. That's going to be fun. Why y'all steal my material? Who's stealing your material? Why y'all do Matt like that? Are you defending me there, Mark? Thank you. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, don't know what's happening. All right. Excellent. Let's move on to the news of the week. Remember, I put this banner up, so if you're ever watching a rerun, you can scrub the playhead forward and you'll get that little preview of what's going to be at that position when you're fast forwarding on the video page. And when you see this green thing, you can stop if you want to jump right into the news of the week. So I think that's fun. And then afterwards, I'm going to tell you some fun stuff I'm doing on my YouTube consulting business. Ooh, I made a breakthrough. It's going to be fun. I'm offering more and more value. It's going to be crazy. Okay, so let's talk about the news of the week. So pop over here. Oh, I'm also using the Safari browser because I'm told that uses less resources on the computer, keeping my fan noise to a minimum. And look, it's barely running now. I even got this little special thing here. We're at 68 degrees Celsius. Can you see that? Yep. 3,378 RPMs. The fan's running. It's barely audible. Now, okay, so let's look at the first news item of the week. There is a new card. A new card is on the dashboard of YouTube Studio. Check this out. Get my new magnifier out here. Look at this. Dun, dun, dun. It's the latest comments card. Yay. So what this is doing is any comment you haven't responded to will stack up here. 3 comments, maybe. And you can get at them right here on the dashboard. Now, of course, when you go into comments, the default is also I haven't responded to. See that up there? Oh, if you can't see it, let me break out my magnifying glass. Fa-bam. Production value. I'm stepping up my game here on YouTube. Let's see. All right. So, yeah. Right there on the dashboard, there is latest comments. How about that? I think my fan's kicking on a little more. Nope. Well, it's getting a little hotter. Now, see, when I go back to this mode uses less resources than the screen. So the screen has got to take pictures of the screen, and it's got to take pictures of my little thumbnail. So that's a little more hardcore, this environment, just from a computer resource point of view. So now that I'm over here, that should drop. Yep, it dropped 2 degrees already. Isn't this weird? This is crazy. Computers. Computers drive me nuts. Why do you keep putting fewer as a comment there, Mark? Did someone say less? 12 items or less. It's 12 items or fewer. I don't know what that's talking about. Okay, so the latest comments card is there. Oh, and did you see I published a new video? It was cards are better. And if you haven't watched that video, here's essentially what it said is when you're in a video and configuring it, and you choose the cards feature, the cards feature is now native. Look at that. Boom. Native on the interface. So it does not pop open a new tab. It does not show the old classic UI. It's all there. There's been some UI tweaks. Now, everything's in the same place. Everything functions the same, but it's faster. And it just looks a little different. Like these are like little boxes. So it's cleaned up. It's cleaned up. This little playhead thing looks a little visually different, but functions just the same. And so this is here. Cards are native now to the interface. And even when you go to upload, when you upload a video and you go through all this rigmarole, when you're scrolling through the tabs, you can complete the cards task during that upload process. You don't have to wait till your unlisted video is up there on your dashboard and then go into it again and figure it's all built in. So cards have gotten a little bit better, which I think is good. Matt hasn't completed his English as a second language course yet, Mark. Did I not say something proper in English? That must have been the case. Oh my goodness. This chat is just off the charts today. Accusing me of all kinds of stuff. Fewer, never mind. Yeah. Fewer resources, not less resources. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. There we go. That is the news of the week. Ain't that the truth, Jim? You let too many children hear at once, Matt. Yep. And look, this is even different. I have the comment as a different font size and color as the channel name. I'm telling you, every time you go live, you have to make one thing a little bit better. And I think I backed down. Oh, I didn't. I don't think I did. I did. I backed down on the saturation. So I think hopefully I look more skin tone and not orange. Artfully Blind with Diana tipped $3. Look at that. Did you see that up there? Amazing. Thank you, Diana. Excellent. And now look, she has overtaken the last tipper. You get to keep that spot until the time someone else tips over top of you. Thank you very much. That helps. Let me turn on the tipping lights. We'll do that for you. There we go. Woot woot. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I am Speaking of Artfully Blind with Diana, she has graciously agreed to let me do some consulting for her. And boy, this is going to be fun. Now, this is only, I don't have anything to show. Well, I guess I have another document somewhere else that I'm working on. But here's the plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through someone's channel and analyze everything. And to participate, you make me a viewer of your channel. You can invite other people to manage your channel on your behalf. And when you do that, then I will be able to go in and administer other people's channel. Now here, I'll show you. Well, I won't go in. I'll show you the concept. I won't reveal anything I'm not supposed to. But if you go to switch account, and you'll see all of my properties here, but then you'll see one that's not mine. See that? So you can see, not all of these are channels that I own. And when you do that, I can then have access to the analytics and everything else. So what I'm doing is I'm analyzing the channel and ranking it on where it's at on a success percentage. And what I'm doing is I'm putting together a report. It's going to be a multiple page report, probably 30 pages. And each line item, it's going to rank how well you've done during my analysis. And then it's going to give you actions that you can do to improve. And every item is going to be defined as what it is, a full description, like a short title of it, a full description, a blurb on the ideal state of the thing that I'm looking at, and a blurb as to why it's important. So you're going to get all that. You're going to get the item described, and there's going to be visuals too. I'm taking screen grabs and everything, highlighting stuff, circling stuff, calling out what I like and what I don't like. And then you're going to have, not only is you're going to describe what the item is and what the ideal state is, and you're going to know why the ideal state is important. You're also going to see some remediation steps, and it's going to go through. And I'm starting to rank like everything, like the channel banner and the about page, and then even into the videos, how they're edited, the quality of yourself on camera, the pace that you're going. Everything's getting dissected. And if you take this report, you're going to know exactly what you can do to improve. And you know, as you improve, everything else will improve. More views will come your way, more watch time will come your way. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm building it to where it can be repeatable. So I can do this for multiple people and keep accurate records. Then if I give you the report and you want to make some improvements and you want another go, we can go through the process again, and then you can see how much you've improved. It's awesome. Everything's getting ranked. Everything's rolling up into it. So I have everything on a 5-star rating essentially. And then every item is weighted to how important it is, because some things are really important, like thumbnails. Like that's got to be one of the most important things you can do. And other things are kind of not so important, like, you know, do you have your email address visible on your about page? That's minor type of thing. So everything's going to get a score, everything's going to get weighted, and then everything's going to roll up into categories. So how well did you do on the homepage? You're going to get a percentage for that. And then how well did you do overall? You're going to get a complete rank, like a 0 out of 100. How did you do on your channel? I'm excited about it. And Diana, once you get a hold of this, you let me know what you think of it, because you're the beta tester for that one. All right. What's the chat yapping about here? You didn't do it on a live stream, Jim. I'll have to talk to 5 points. Can I get 20 points for the epic neck crack? Nice. Just going over the comments here. I love the chat room. I love me the chat room. Move along, Matt. Nothing to see here. You got it. Matt, I can't spell tonight. Well, welcome to my world. Woo. So anyway, so that's sort of the levels of that's how this business is shaping up. Because, you know, yes, this is a live stream. Yes, I'm having a good time, but I mean, ultimately, I'm building this into a business, and that's what I want. Looking for some graphics here. Here we go. Yeah. So this is sort of my concept here. We're gonna have the group, and the group is free, and then we're gonna have Patreon. That's like a step up from the group where you can ask me questions. And then we're gonna have another step, which I've described today, and then one-on-one consulting. Here, this also look better if you come over here. So yeah, here. So this is more of what I'm talking about. So good is this. So this is the Facebook group. So join the Facebook group, and then better is the Patreon page where you can ask a question. And this is what I just described to you now. You know, we'll be available soon. This is what I'm working on right here. And it's a deep dive analysis of a YouTube channel and a report. And let me tell you, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful report. And then beyond that, we'll have one-on-one consulting. So anyone that does one-on-one consulting is going to instantly get the report as part of that. So it's sort of like a, you know, the one-on-one consulting is this plus that. And then here we can do FaceTime or Google Meet or Skype, and we can really get down to the nitty-gritty. But as I'm scaling up, this is how I'm starting to scale things up. Hey, look at this. Bowstar channel's here. Hello. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. My name is Matt Haas. Welcome. Talking about all things YouTube. I went over the news of the week, and now I'm talking about some business stuff that I'm launching. Well, kind of filling the audience in on my strategy. So I've got a free method Facebook group, free for anyone to join. You get the benefit of the smart people that hang out there. If you have questions or want to share or want to learn, Patreon, $5 a month gets you questions answered from me. I'm launching a detailed report. It's like a one-time report. You give me your channel. You let me have access to your analytics without sharing your Google password. Don't do that. That's a no-no. There's a better way to do that, which I described earlier. And then one-on-one consulting. And we'll see what happens. We'll see where I go with this. And hopefully I can improve people's channels even more than the benefit you're getting from these live streams, which are free and always will be free. Linking the contact us page on your website. Oh, here we go. Here's a question. Matt, what's your opinion of linking the contact us page instead of an email address on your channel about page? Well, the channel about page has an email address integrated into it. So, you know, that's something I would, so if you don't use the integrated email feature, Mark, then you're going to have an empty hole in that section. So here's the about. So right here, so this area presumably wouldn't show anything for you.
It's
and that's my email address.
7:30.
And yes, do have that out there in the public eye beyond this. But yeah, no, you could put anything you want here. And this is what you're talking about. You're talking about throwing it up in this description area, which would be a link, and then it would go somewhere else. I believe that's what you're getting at, Mark. Yeah, this was your comment. Whoops. Go over here. What's your opinion of linking the Contact Us page instead of an email address on your channel about contact? So you're talking your website's Contact Us page. That's fine. Yes, I encourage whatever is the most comfortable way you want your public to engage with you. Absolutely. Put it here, Mark. That's fine. If it's more convenient for your audience to use your Contact Us page, put a little blurb here, say, and even come right out, be straight with them. Say, the fastest way I'll respond to you is if you use this method, and do the little emoji points or arrows and put it right there. Spell it out. And believe me, your audience will thank you. Because if your audience has a choice between getting hold of you the way that they want, and they know that that's kind of sketchy as far as how fast you'll reply, sketchy's about, they'll know you might reply slower. Or if you give them an explicit way to get a hold of you that's more convenient for you, people will appreciate that. Mr. Javi's here. Javier Unzueta from Javi's Woodshop. Welcome back to the channel, Javi. Always good to have you here. Javi knows an awful lot about CNC machines and electronics and just a whole wealth of knowledge. Property management, real estate. He knows quite a lot. Oh, hey, did you notice this? I'm almost at a tiny milestone here on the All Things YouTube channel. Dun, 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 dun. 293 subscribers. I'm almost at 300. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that red button. Turn that red button into a gray button. And probably wouldn't hurt to drop a link too, if this is helpful. He's been swamped lately. Glad to make time to swing by. Hey, always glad to have you here. If anyone wants to pop in for a short while, I welcome that. Can't stay for the whole show, don't sweat it. I appreciate the watch time you're able to throw my way. Javi knows more than anyone else about bamboo, too. I was playing Animal Crossing on Nintendo Wii, and you can plant bamboo shoots and have bamboo grow on your own. I'm like, Javi told me all about bamboo. I'm not planting it. I refuse to plant virtual bamboo in my video game. I can't subscribe twice, but I'll try regardless. Thank you, Javi. I appreciate it. Oh, check this out. New toys. I have a new router coming for my CNC Friday. Nice. Nice. I love new routers. New tools, baby. I love them. Oh, yeah. Does anyone have a sticker they want to swap? This is my sticker swap address. You can get a hold of my, it's for my woodworking sticker. I don't have a sticker for All Things YouTube. I don't plan on getting one because there's not a big sticker community in the YouTube consulting arena. Bamboo's a nightmare, worse than rabbits. Oh boy. Mint is the bamboo of the north. Don't ever drop a package of seeds. Wow. There was wild mint growing on the side of the church block away from my house. We used to go down there and smell it. It was nice. If you could train the rabbits to eat bamboo, you'd be set. Can they eat enough bamboo fast enough? That stuff just grows like crazy. I'm sure they can. So there you go. If you're interested in high-end, very deep analysis of your YouTube channel, and you would be willing to temporarily invite me as a viewer into your analytics without giving me your Google username and password, which is the same as your YouTube Google username and password. You don't need to do that. There's a safe way to do that built into the YouTube system. If you would like me to do that for you, I will consider it. Just reach out to me, and we'll set that up. And you can also go to wizardofhaas.com, and there's a submit your information link at the top right there. That's how you can get that process started, if that's what you're into. Oh, Javi's getting busy. Elevations for his house plans. Floor plan is done. In a couple weeks, I'll finish elevations for the MEP, ready for permit in less than a month. You go, Javi. He's building his dream house, and I love it. You have an affiliate program place so I can link folks to your course, Matt. Yes. Do you want an affiliate code? I can give you an affiliate code for my course. Now, my course I'm selling for only $15, so I'm thinking the revenue you would earn, would not be very much, but I can get that going. I will do that for anyone who wants to advertise the Be Awesome on YouTube course here. And if someone signs up through your affiliate link and pays me $15, I'll give you a cut. Yes, I will do that. Thank you for saying you would be interested. I didn't think anyone would be interested in it. PM me, dude. You got it, brother. You got it. Yeah. Javi used to be a draftsman back in the AutoCAD R13. It's been a while. Just like riding a bike. You know what? The reason I am where I am today is drafting. I took a drafting course in high school. This was not on the computer. This was drafting table, T-square, triangle, ruling pen, and the pencil. Do you remember the drafting pencils? They had a big piece of thick lead in it, but they had a special sharpener, which was like a dome. It was a hemisphere on the desk, and it had this little hole where you put your pencils in, and you would put your pencils in the hole like this, and then you would rotate it around, and inside this dome was a cone of sandpaper. So the sandpaper was cone shaped, and the lead would fall into that, and it would go around, and it would sharpen it to a very precise point. That's how you sharpened your draft. So it was like an all-metal pencil, but you dropped the lead. The lead was as thick as the lead on, a traditional pencil. But when it fell down into this dome, and the dome spun on like a lazy Susan, the lead would hit that sandpaper, interior sandpaper cone, and it would sharpen it to a super sharp point, and then you could use it on your drafting table. I loved it. I loved that so much that I went to art school because they had Adobe Illustrator, and you could do technical drawings just like you were on pen and paper. And so that's what started me down. My life plan was a 1-year class I took in high school just to kind of get a credit, because I had all my academics down. I needed to pick something. I picked drafting. Loved drafting. I loved it. I loved it. I love the mechanical pencils. I remember the sandpaper well. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, is that another term for it? Yeah, HB, B, 2B. Yeah, that's more art. That's the art pencils. I guess that also existed for drafting too. But I loved it. Yeah, I got my first drafting kit in 7th grade, 1969. Nice. That was a year before I was born. It's called a pencil pointer, Matt. I still have mine. Excellent. Excellent. That's amazing. I would love to see, maybe I'll look that up on the internet. I'd like to see a picture of one. How about the sandpaper pad? No, we didn't use sandpaper pad. And there was a tiny pad to wipe off the excess pencil dust. Okay. I guess our high school wasn't that sophisticated. I still have the T-scale and triangle SketchUp version 1.0. Wow. Yeah, well, when I went to design college, now after high school, I went to college, and we had the T-square, and we had the triangles, and we had the ruling pens, and we had the compasses. Not the compass. Yeah, and I still have all of it. I use the T-square in the wood shop, if I need a straight edge. I try not to use it with knives because I don't want to back into the tool and put a nick on the straight edge. But I've been kind of relaxed about that lately. Oh, the slide rule. Can't forget them. No, we didn't do slide rules. And I remember the drafting table had one of those, it was the green plastic that you can slide the, like you can use the X-Acto knife on, and it would heal, it would self-heal. They have those little craft mats now, stuff like that, but there was the whole table was made, and I guess it's really good for writing. Like put the paper on it, it's like a good surface. Yeah. And see the T-square was built into the drafting table in high school, so it wasn't a separate unit that could fall off. Like it was on tracks. It was on it was like a gantry, and that was really cool. Oh, look at this! I'm interested in being an affiliate to help promote your course. Also, all things. Okay, you got it. And if anyone wants my soon-to-be created affiliate program information for the Be Awesome on YouTube course, yeah, let me know. Hit me up. I had an awesome parallel drafting table. I miss it. Yeah. Now, some drafting tables, they had like an L-shaped thing on it, and no matter where you put it, it was always 90 degrees to each other, and it would float around. I think it was on. I don't think we had that. I think we just had like. It was only on the X, so it was only a bar on the X, and that would just move up and down. Then if you wanted a 90 degrees, you would put your triangle on it, and your triangle had the 90 degree mark, and then you could do that. But I've seen other ones where they have like this round, like you grab this like round puck, and on the puck is a vertical and a horizontal, and then you can drag that around anywhere on the table, and it won't shift. It'll always stay 90 degrees. It'll never go like this, no matter where you put it. I thought that was kind of cool. We used drafting machines in college. It was the last course that didn't use CAD. Yeah. An L-shaped pantograph. See, you guys are so smart. You know all the terms and stuff. And I was so influenced by it. It launched my career, and I still don't even know all of the terms. I prefer the parallel bar. You had to keep tension on the cables tight. Yeah, we had those in high school, Matt. Pretty cool. Yeah, I was pretty psyched about it. I'm like, this is cool. And even when I was in art school, I always favored the more technical type of drawings. And we have production classes where you had to put, score marks, and you had to put the trim marks, and you had to put the tick marks on there, and you had the registration marks. All of that was very technical. And they had a nickname for me. They called me Mr. Production. They said I should start a Mr. Production hotline where you call in and you get tips on how to put together mechanical drawings, in photo ready type artwork that are mechanically drafted with these traditional tools. And they said your hold music should say things like, registration marks should be 1/4 inch away from the artboard or something. Sort of with the jingle music going on in the background. Yeah, we had a good time. Most of us are CNC people. There are a lot of similarities between drafting and CAD/CAM software. Heck yeah, there is. All right. Javi's dad was a draftsman, and now he's a GC. 55 years so far. It's in the blood. Yep. All right. Well, that's what I have for you this evening. Thanks for playing along here on All Things YouTube. Don't forget, I stream every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll drop you a link there in the comments. And then with this, you can click the set reminder for next week's All Things YouTube show. It'll be on August 3rd. Almost done with July. Another month down. Yeah. That'll be fun. Fun. Do check me out Wednesday on Verbose Wednesdays. It's going to be a good show about being yourself and being both professional and unprofessional on stream. It's going to be a really good show. Verbose Wednesdays is on a Facebook page. The Sha-La-La-La Productions Facebook page. That's that. And for 5 weeks in a row, Brenda has been giving away free stuff on the Mind Equals Blown show. So go ahead and get in on that this week. Mind Equals Blown on the 30th, on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Fun show as always, Matt. I'll shoot you a PM later. Right now it's dinner time. Excellent. I hope it's tacos. Okay, we're leaving it here. Thanks, everyone. I hope the audio was good. My fan noise has remained at around 3,000 RPMs. It's 3,331 RPMs and have remained a constant 66 degrees Celsius. You don't need to know that. Okay. Take care, everyone. Stay awesome. Get in that Facebook group. It's an awesome group. All right. Take care.